Hello, welcome to the Stretford Paddock. I'm Ronaldo Brown, and this is the paper talk where we're going to address a little bit of the speculation surrounding Fernandes and Dybala. But first off, I'm going to start with Fernandes, which we started on pretty much the past few weeks. Well, a statement's come out from David Amoyal that states that Bruno Fernandes is one step away from joining United. But we think this information is grounded because he's mentioned that Sampdoria owed 10% of the fee. And David's usually an expert in Italian football, so there's a bit of a foot to stand on. And when it comes to Fernandes, we've heard all the great things about him. We've seen his performance against Liverpool. We've seen his stats from last year. We've seen that he's a creative player. We've seen that we need a player like him. And we pretty much need to get this sorted. He's the captain of Sporting Lisbon, and there's been a few rumours that are saying that the deal won't go through before Sunday, that he has to play in the last game against Benfica in the Super Cup. So we could be a little bit of a wait for that one to go through, but hopefully get sorted. We do feel like he does want the deal to happen. He does want to come to United. It's just a matter of getting it done. And we do need him, as we've seen throughout pre-season and seen last season. But moving on to probably like the player that he's the most interested in finding out about, and that's Dybala. And according to Sky, Dimarzio and Simon Stone said that Dybala's agent is actually in London in talks with Manchester United to work out the personal terms to deal with Lukaku going the other way. And basically, we're just waiting for the okay from Dybala. It's pretty much already been agreed, but what we got to figure out is do we want a player that's not like completely sold in coming? Because it's all right getting rid of Lukaku and getting a player like Dybala in, but if he doesn't want to play for United, he doesn't want to give his all, and is that really the right move? Apparently he's demanding quite high wages as well, but the deal has pretty much been agreed and we're literally waiting for an okay. But because according to Fabrizio Romano, like Dybala's preference is actually to stay in Italy. Like he's made it quite clear that he wants to stay at Juventus. And even though that he's not in Juventus' plans, and Sarri said that he's not really in the way that he wants to play and his style of play, he does prefer like a stay, which because Juventus can offer him Champions League football, we can't. But if we give him the wages that he wants, then he might come. But it's about when he gets the United shot on, is he going to put in a good performance? And there's also been a report earlier that according to GDS, Patrice Evra has been on the phone to convince Dybala to come to United. So praising the agent Pat is already doing his job. So hopefully he can put a little word in his ear and Dybala actually wants to come. We know Dybala's a good player, very creative, good goal scorer, good left foot. He could fill the right wing role. He could play in the 10 if we don't get Fernandes. So I won't say no to that because obviously we've all fell out of love with Lukaku. He didn't do what he needed to do last season. And if we can swap a player like Lukaku for a player like Dybala, then we've got to go ahead with it. He scored 22 goals and 5 assists the season before last, and he's got 110 goals in 189 games in Serie A. So he's got pedigree and he's got the quality that we need. And hopefully get sorted. But we're just literally waiting for the okay from Dybala. If he wants to come, then it should get sorted within the next couple of days or so. Like, moving on now, I'm going to speak about Macguire, because it's all right talking about the attacking players that we could get in, but our biggest issue is the defensive side of the ball, and we've still not addressed our need at centre-back, and Bailly's got injured, so water's wet, but he's out for about 4 or 5 months and he's just had surgery, so that's that's pushing for United to go and sign a centre-back. So when it comes to Macguire, what's literally stopping this from happening is the fact that Leicester are demanding so much money. It's already come out like Maguire's pretty adamant he wants to join United, but Leicester have put such a high price tag that it's putting United off. So, but in the past few days or so, there's been no pushing forward the deal. There's not been much surrounding the deal. He's even gone back into training in Leicester, but it's just Leicester are quite stubborn in letting him go. And if they're going to keep being stubborn or adamant that the price is going to be that high, we're talking Van Dijk money, then it's pretty unlikely that we are going to get go through with the signing. Because 90 million for a centre back, as much as we need one, that is quite expensive. And yeah, that's pretty much all I've got for this paper talk. So that's been a paper talk. This is Ronaldo Brown, and see you in a bit.